Hello, this is Adam Rayner for Talk Audio TV, chuckling smugly, quiet and pleasant. I'm at Volkswagen Audi Group's headquarters in deepest Milton Keynes, where the receptionists call you my lovely and our complete sweeties. And this is a gentleman by the name of Mr. Alex Fisk, who, he's been promoted twice since I last saw him because he's just got married. That's the biggest promotion, dude. Get that in fast. In fact, I thought you were still on your honeymoon, young man. I thought you managed to delegate me out of your life with that.
I only got back yesterday, actually.
Goosebumps of honoured, mate. But Alex was, of course, the young executive in the back of the Audi A7 Sportback, which video I think is now 116,000 views, which is how I got away the heck with being here in the E-Tron, making this now slightly more important. Actually, what is your job title? It's digital
PR manager.
Digital PR manager. So that's anything that's online. It's
yeah.
Basically, that puts this chubby nutter solidly in your pigeon, you poor soul. So yes. You did josh with me that this beautiful car. You said you were buying it for me. I gather there's going to be other more important people driving this after me, but this is about the technology. So I'm deeply honoured because. Tell us, this vehicle, this is the Q7, it's the E-Tron, which is about the electronically, is it an actual hybrid? Or?
It's a plug-in hybrid, yes. So
Gotcha.
This is our first plug-in hybrid SUV.
Gotcha. It's got a relatively short pure electric range as well.
It's 34 miles, it
Yes.
will do pure electric, but once you combine
Yes.
the diesel engine as well,
Of
it will
course.
give you up to 820 miles.
Which is epic. It was just because I've been doing a little bit of homework because the eco thing is, I can't help it. I was showing off about my degree course being environmental sciences, plugged Rayner there. Because 34 miles is enough for most of the offspring of many Audi SUV purchases for the school run.
Exactly,
It's a huge part of that.
All the commute as well,
Yeah.
so it all makes sense, really.
Yes.
It can get you to work and back easily on a charge.
And it's enormous, but I did look at the 0 to 60, 0 to 100 kph time, and it's 0.2 of a second quicker than my 330 horsepower petrol twin turbo Volvo Monster. So I was a bit jealous. Enormous torque, 600. Flipping, I bet that could tow a motorhome. It could tow a flipping Airstream.
Well, it's, a hell of a lot of
I just painted a picture in your head you liked. You can see yourself. Yes.
A PR stunt, yeah.
Yes. At which happy point? Well, let's leave Mr. Fisk in peace because I'm going to make a cup of coffee on this wonderful. I promised my viewers that I'd show them your app-based coffee machine, and if you can have a look at this, is part of your heritage collection. These cars.
Yes. So the cars you see behind me,
Yes.
they are all part of the Volkswagen Group Heritage Collection. So the Volkswagen Golf here, it gets used on a number of trips out for magazines, media, the web, etc. Or it will be used for pieces that link into the new car as well. We of course have an Audi Heritage Collection. There's over 50 models now on that Heritage Collection.
Wow.
Really busy it is. We have them out year round. They go to photo shoots, video shoots. They're used all over.
You must be on the major movie spoonerized franchise type roster. People say, hey, if you want a proper Audi, the Volkswagen Audi got them themselves.
We do
Yes.
that. We've done it in the past
Film
a
and
number
TV.
of times. So
Yes.
Layer Cake, you may remember, the
Kate,
RS6.
that was a good bit of
That
British
was-
gangster stuff. Oh God, goosebumps, mate. Were they your cars?
Yes, yeah, the RS6, and it was one of our cars.
Yes, layer cake. That's God, see it.
We've also the more recent movies as well. We're obviously been involved in Iron Man with the R8 as well. So
I love that.
yeah, so there's a number of
Yes.
number of films where you will see an Audi.
Yes, there's been some wicked product placement, and the most futuristic of which I think was AI, artificial intelligence, the Will Smith one.
In iRobot, yes.
Yeah, your face. You have a speaking countenance, Mr. Fisk. An obvious favourite. Alex, thank you so much, dear boy, and again, thanks ever so much for letting me come and have a go on the motor car. I'm probably only going to drive it around to the local fishery and play around with the toys inside.
Well, you'll be the first one to drive this one, Adam.
I am beyond honoured. Oh God, that's awesome. Yes, so don't scratch it, fat boy. We'll know it's you. Okay, to those as know, this is the legendary refreshment station, iPad controlled here at Volkswagen Audi Group headquarters. And Alex is going to show me how it's done because I'm a little nervous.
Of course. What can I get you, Adam?
I'll have a cappuccino, Mr.
A cappuccino. Cool.
I do. Grabbing some posh crockery.
One
So
cappuccino.
you were saying, sorry, no, carry on, yes.
So it is as simple as pressing the button,
Well,
deciding
give me a strong one,
a strong one.
a strong coffee.
Okay,
Just
I
that
will
thing
put it up to maximum strength.
Yeah, go on, slap me around the
Let's do it.
cortex.
Let's do it. And then just press stop. And away it goes.
I'll try not to gabble as bad as I have done. So you were explaining that this E-Tron has got technology on it that's being debuted in this model, and
Yes.
I mean, proper honour. I'm the first person to get at this car. And what are the new bits of tech in there?
Well, there was a lot with this car. So when the new Q7 was brought out, it debuted a number of key technologies for us. One of those, which is in particular really relevant to the E-Tron, is the Predictive Efficiency Assistant.
Ooh.
So when that's on, it can read the road ahead, basically.
Wow.
And it can control the drive system to effectively save you miles.
Goosebumps. It can see you're about to go up. Sorry, I shouted into the microphone. It can see you're about to go uphill.
Exactly.
It can see decelerating for a corner.
Topography. Yes.
Wow.
And even on the accelerator pedal, it will pulse to tell you to come off the gas.
Really?
Yeah. It's very, very clever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I know another certain car company that are getting very, very keen on ADAS, assisted drive, automatic driver assistive ADAS is the term. But that's a step ahead. That isn't a steering wheel going, oh, steer back. That's actual about use of the energy going through the drivetrain.
Yeah, and it's really effective.
Flipping heck, that's awesome.
Here's your coffee, sir.
Oh dear boy, thank you so much. Adam Rayner, about to go and try a very posh car. Hardly nervous at all. Just a little break of shots of the Heritage Collection vehicles here. This is a 1954 Type 214 panel van with barn doors. It would have been 5,850 Deutschmarks in 1954. Can you see the power output? 30 horsepower. I've got to show you this from the front. It's a beautiful splitty. My friends the Derwent Browns are going to die, as is any true red-blooded Volkswagen fan. Not just a split screen, but a beautiful one, actually possessed by Volkswagen Audi Group as part of their Heritage Collection. A lovely thing. (1975) Audi 80 GT, I'd have been 12. 1600, 100 horsepower. God, this is the 1600 that they tell us for flipping dead, isn't it? How do they do that? And she voyages. There's a splitter we just looked at in the background.
My boss has got the all-road, which is the Audi version.
Awesome.
That
How many horsepower is the all-road Audi A4? Would that be the estate?
They do an A4,
Yes.
but they do an A6 as well. He's got the A6, and that's 320 horsepower, 650 Newton.
That's enormously more torquey than mine.
It's pretty immense.
Look at the wings and fins in the back of this Skoda for keeping it cool back there. That is so beautiful. This is one of those. This brand of motor car has the highest satisfaction ratings of absolutely any brand consistently, doesn't it? They just Skoda owners flipping love them. You think Mini people are passionate? They'll be picking fault before a Skoda. Rear engine, rear wheel drive, 1964. All of the cars in the atrium that happen to be here today. The Mark I Cabriolet. It's got to be the one most of you guys are going to be going, oh God, I want it. Look at the condition of this. This has got to be one of the cars that gets phoned up for the movies. If you're wondering about, who looks after a car the best? I'm just blithering to my viewers there saying, if you're wondering about who looks after a car the best, I was pausing for effect and I went, sorry, but that's the whole point. Because Volkswagen Audi do. Classic stuff. Thanks, let's go and get in this car and have a look at the new stuff. Gosh, that took some doing. Strapping my camera full broadcast into this lovely car. The idea being, I'm going to show you what some of the tech looks like in here. I had a little twiddle of everything. Silent running. Right, well, I've taken Alex, Mr. Fisk, I should say, digital PR executive of Volkswagen Audi Group, to these fishing lakes we've just been to see. I'm going to pop back there and do some coverage. Now, with a bit of luck, as I say, we'll see some of the technology going on in here. Because ideally, I really want to be sat behind the motorist, looking over their shoulder, although bumping a full broadcast camera about. Oops, about to go the wrong way. This way. Here we go. EPD man. Oh, I just turned it off. Now I'll turn it back on again. Thank you. What a twit. So if that screen is something you don't want to see, you can... Right now the head-up display is showing me the speed limit of the street and the fact I'm doing 19 mile an hour along it. And in efficiency drive, the... Shut the window because I know my microphone's hearing lots about Subwell. In efficiency drive mode, the head-up display's even got a little symbol to tell you when to take your foot off, because, well, it was navigating, it knew where I was going, it could tell I was coming to a roundabout, and it knew there was no point in keeping the power on, so it gave me a little suggestion. Funny thing is, as soon as I saw the symbol, I took my foot off the gas. Oh damn, really? Hello, Adam Rayner, Talk Audio TV once again, and you're looking at a pair of great crested grebes. Those are the birds that dance on their feet on the surface and wave weed in each other's faces for romantic purposes in the spring. It's the sign of a really good fishing lake, because that means there's lots and lots of little fish in there for those birds to eat. And I'm at a place called Great Linford Fisheries. It's huge lakes, it's beautiful landscapes, extensive areas of places without tarmac on, of course, it's not paved. And well, in my work with the Anglers Mail, I've been to lots of these places, and they've always got a beaten up 4x4. And I have to say, as I followed the boss's beaten up 4x4 across this here terrain, the beautiful E-Tron Audi that I've come here in just handled it better than his. As you can see, I'm quite a long way from the tarmac, and if you finally bear with me, panning a little bit too fast, coming into view, some £86,000 worth of Audi Q7 E-Tron. Now, there are many motoring journalists, there are plenty of people who are going to try this. I can tell you that this is an absolute beast. This is the higher horsepower 3 litre TDI with 600 nanometers of torques in it. But that's really got nothing to do with anything. It's about this being the flagship car electronically and human-machine interfacedly. Point is, there's some amazing technology in here. And whilst I'm going to let other journalists get heavily involved with the drive, what I'm about is the infotainment. So whilst you can see we're at a really rather lovely spot, long way off the road, let's get on inside and show that by the gentle murmurings of the road behind us, you can hear that I'm not very far from civilization at all. I'm just around the corner from VAG HQ. Come to think of it, before we get in, let's just show you that there's one of these on this side. Fairly normal, AdBlue and diesel. But of course this is a bit of a plug-in hybrid motor car. So if we were to come around the back here, squeeze the old lever-rator here, you find in the back, well, check this out for an accessory. Yes, serious pluggy-do. And some interesting bits of stuff here. Let's just, I do love this. This second button my car doesn't have. I do love a powered tailgate. Check as it seals. Here. There are 2 gauges inside, one for battery and one for fuel. And cleverly there's a little arrow on each side showing exactly which side which plug holes in. I'm just going to complete the circuit in the car because just show you this device in here. Covering all bases. There is a CD player in there, I don't know if you can see in the dark. 2 SD slots. the car has its own SIM card slot, so the car itself can be your very own phone circuit. Right, let's hop in now. Have a look at the fabulous displays in here. Okay, let's start here. I'm going to turn it down so I don't get stung by the YouTube copyright claim. We're initializing the sat-nav system. Please wait. Here we go. Off-road by the lakes. Look at that. Beautiful, huh? And here, if I can only focus on it, let's stick my finger in the filter. There we go, with my polarizing filter. Right now, all I've got is a speed of nothing, but I can tell you that that is a tremendously comprehensive little display. Here, as seen in the A7 before, is the wondrous little tweeter by Bang Olufsen that's motorised. Now, if I turn this system off, you'll see it all come and go. Ooh, how cool is that? Now, next to it, you'll recognise another speaker grill. And that is about the 3D element to the sound system. Now if we scroll through some bits, let's have a little look at this. Media. Oh, here we go, it's how to use the telephone. Awesome. This open speller, this panel down here, sorry, I'm banging the camera around, you can draw little letters on. And you can use that to actually inscribe on the screen, but haven't done that here. Let's see if I can get back out of there. Can't stop working.
Stop working.
Yep, that's still there. Radio, media. Artists, albums, genres, tracks. This is stored inside the car. Disc. Oop. Sorry. You can tell I'm not very familiar with the system here. Okay, rather than struggle with all the stuff without, while you watch stuff, I had a little makey learning. Okay, there's the disc machine. I've got shoved a CD in it. I can tell you I can utterly overmodulate the microphone in here, and that is damn muscular. It's so loud. It's loud is the least of it, though. It's very, very clean sounding indeed. And well, we'll show you the sound controls around. Let's just wibble through the here we go, menu button, media, radio, sound, car. The car's got all sorts of stuff. I'll watch this. Here we go. Let's go off-road. Let's watch the horizon when I press the button. Do we lift? I think we already had. All road. Cool. Treble, bass, subwoofer, balance, fader, sound effects. Focus, movie, surround level. Seems a bit naff, but that really does seem to work, and 3D sound high. With my stereo microphone, that would have been all over the place and probably over-modulated on the video. You can see the tweeter on the distance there. Let's just try putting this right in the middle, making sure this is the right way up, and giving you just a moment of what I think might be audible as slightly better. I'll shut up. Here we go. Okay, it's about as long as YouTube will let me before nicking me. Whoops, little camera everywhere. It really is quite a tremendously effective bit of stuff, and it comes down to these extra speakers. There's the tweeter there, but there's a mid-band speaker there, and then here there is is another loudspeaker, a tweeter. Those are the 3D or surround loudspeakers, as they're called. We do, of course, have other stuff down here. The fabulous Bang & Olufsen logo down the on the door panel there. Can't tell you, Bang & Olufsen, genuine innovators, not just beautiful style and lots of brushed aluminium. They've got some history with very, very important things in record players. The moving micro cross design of the phono cartridge. Yeah, proper hi-fi from way back. But the point is that well, this gives quite the most awesome boost to wanting to own one of these. It's 6,300 quid, but I can tell you that with the money I've seen spent on other systems, that's still pretty commensurate with, I've used that word more times than I should have done, poetic license endorsement. It's still, dare I say it, actually quite good value versus the sort of high-end sounds we're talking about. Just focusing here on the climate control stuff. Look how pretty this is, a digital display, little tiny ones. Oh, isn't that lovely? In each control knob there. The binnacle here is a piece of kit, it really is. I have to tell you, I've got the fishery manager here has, well, his partner works for a competing German brand of motor car, and says that the dashboard displays bear enormous resemblances to each other. Makes me wonder if the high-tier supplier might be the same, but the main issue is just how gorgeous this tech is. Let's have a little look at the tilt and doofer thing. This is great fun. Be nice if I can set this up on a tripod and do some driving around. I've got to put my jacket in between the feet and the seat and keep it upright. I'll have a little go. I was trying to focus it so that we might be able to see the trying to say, so I can focus on it. I have to twiddle the polarizer so that we could see that as well, but in actual fact, with the polarizing being different between that and that, means we can't. So some beautiful, beautiful technology in here. This really is one heck of a desirable vehicle. When Mr. Alex Fisk was in here explaining stuff to me, he was writing the postcode with his finger digits on there, and it was recognising them, and it's showing up in a really excellent way to actually enter it into the sat-nav. But I am beyond impressed. There's some beautiful, beautiful stuff going on in here, and it sounds really rather accurate. The movie effect, the surround effect, it brings the whole sound further up across the dashboard and makes it, well, that 3D thing's a bit of a big word, but it certainly makes it more engaging, and it does deepen the sound field. Whatever algorithms are going on in there, I got questions to ask of the guys from Audi. I should say, I got questions to ask of the guys from Bang & Olufsen. Isn't technology beautiful? Used to be their slogan. It's a very, very good fit with Vorsprung Dock Technique. I really do think so. Adam Rayner enjoying himself enormously in the thick end of 90 grand's worth of beautiful Audi Q7 E-Tron here at Great Linford Fisheries and round the corner from VAG HQ. Huge thank you to Mr. Alex Fisk for letting me have a go on the car. There may well be some other bits after I've turned off from here. I'm sure there's something I've forgotten, but the main issue is this is one heck of a package and very, very serious off-road stuff. Let's attempt to get that tripod set up so I can do some trundling across the fishery and you can see how it works. Oh man. Q7 E-Tron Quattro MMR Navigation Plus E-Tron ready. Initializing car systems, please wait. Passenger airbag on. Tweeters are popped up. Ooh. I've got it set up for off-road indication. Taking it into drive here. Off-road. I'm being so careful here. Yes, the brakey do's gone off. And it helps if you put it into drive right. Let's go somewhere. Let's not drive into like, here we go. A bit of off-roading. And you can see the car moving around on the display there. Look, I just hope you can. La, la, la. Make sure I've got the camera strapped down properly. Showing 5 miles an hour on the 6 miles an hour on the, trying to say head-up display. HUD or head-up display is technology that Audi have had for quite some time, and very impressive. It comes first of all from fighter jets. Whoa, wobbly camera. I reach down and hold my tripod because I'm off-road. There we go. Drive with one hand. So yes, where was I? Oh yes. First seen in the Audi myself. We've got a bit of a bump here, which I avoided. Whoop-a-doop. Can you see the car rocking gently there? There's a nice little bank here we can go and drive up. It's not quite as lunatic as the demonstration things you see at some of the shows, but so all in all, this is quite the most remarkable piece of kit, this car. The audio, £6,300 worth. Bang & Olufsen. Now, Bang & Olufsen have a responsibly sort of grown-up attitude, it seems, and their image, their reputation, certainly in my acoustic, auditory experience with them as a hi-fi reviewer, primarily, which is what I've also been for 30 years, is of a polite, restrained sound. However, this car has a large, exuberant soundstage, sort of thing that you'd still be able to hear, even if the windows are open a good bit, and you're going at a decent lick, which is a good thing. It's an important thing. I'm going to be turning right onto this track and going up this bank so you can see this display do its thing, because when I came up on a little recce with Mr. Fisk, his face lit up with a bit of delight as this indicator indicated, because of course this, I'm so honoured, this is the first test drive this car's getting. It's immediately round the corner from the headquarters and a little bit of pretend off-road, but have a little look at that display in the middle and going up the bank right about now. Ooh, see how much more roof you can see. Way, how groovy is that? Let's take a big round circle here. The glorious sort of off-road, totally disregard where the tracks and thingamajigs actually are, and go back that way. Fabulous. Great fun. And all kidding aside, the sheer torque and energy inside this here vehicle is enormous. So far I've been just doing this on electrical power, and it's, whoops, little, don't clip that log there like I did on the last time. Interesting squishy there underfoot. I'm going to trundle over here and see these lovely people doing some fishing, because I'm also going to do a bit of moonlighting for my job with Anglers Mail TV and do a little bit of coverage for Great Linford Lakes, because this is a place with mighty carp fishing, and showing up with one of these is, well, you'd be a wealthy carper if you have one of these, but what you don't do is trundle up to somebody and disturb them, sort of thing. So, but yes, I don't know if you can see there in the distance, we're looking at bivvies and stuff. I'm just trundling around here because this is the boss and his bailiff. These are the vehicles that fisheries normally have. Fabulous, great flipping off-roady doos, which occasionally I've got rides in, but you wouldn't need to do that if you was here. I think they might have a bit of a cormorant issue here. Got moles, have you? Morning. I'll just turn this off. Forgive me. So I couldn't resist that. I thought you'd the Jasper Carrot cultural reference. Remember years ago?
I don't know, you seem to have something crawling around on the side.
So here we have it, the Audi Q7 in E-Tron, guys. I've been messing about with it this morning and did use an awful lot of electricity. It's only just gone on to you need the engine running, mate. Enormous gratitude to Volkswagen Audi Group United Kingdom Limited, of course. But go to see Audi Volks in the UK. What a piece of kit. And that's 6,300 quid. Well, I can tell you, as a serious audiophile type person who's cared about car audio for the longest time, you can spend an awful lot more of that and still not get the result that is going on in here. And of course this is fully integrated with everything else, so you can independently set volumes of different alerts and stuff. But Bang & Olufsen, absolutely cracking kit. And it has to be said that the 3D soundstage stuff in this car is not a gimmick. It absolutely works. The tweeters that rise up and reflect off the screen we've known about, and they do work. But there in long shot you can see two grills on the A-pillar there, tweeter at the top, mid-band at the bottom, both of them reflecting off the screen. They're all using reflections in my professional opinion. I shall have to ask the guys at Bang Olufsen Harman to find out the truth of that. All I can say is that in all the years I've been writing about surround sound as well, because that's a big thing of mine, I'm bloody convinced that the algorithm in use in here is a really effective thing. It ain't no gimmick. It sounds tremendous, involving, and up across the screen. All the things that they used to say used to be what you had to do for a sound-off car. Yep, OEMs come of age. Bang & Olufsen in Audi, worth every penny of it.